So I basically decided that I'm going to go beast mode. I'm going to literally go all in on my goals, and I'm going to work very hard. I'm going to work really, really hard every single day for about 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, however long it takes. And I'm not going to slow down at all. I'm going to keep my foot on the pedal at all times. Because lately, I've I've just been like unhappy with my success and where I am in life. And I'm not sure if it's just me, but I mean, of course, I've made a lot of success, with my mental health and my spirituality and stuff like that, and even my business a little bit too, like what I'm trying to build. But I feel like as far as like these materialistic gains and stuff like that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not really that big on getting these materialistic gains and trying to like exploit myself in that way and all that. But it's like the people around me, some of the people around me treat me in this way where they don't really see much value in me. They don't really see much value. And maybe that's just something that I'm observing from them, and I'm like getting this intuition. Maybe I'm just overthinking, which I'm probably not overthinking. But with all that being said, lately just I feel like I'm in a certain place in my life right now, and I really need to take it a step further, like just take it to the next level, like fully, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like throughout like the past 6 months, the past year and all that, I've really been trying to make change. And I was thinking to myself the other day, and I was like, when's the last time that I could not recognize myself, that I became unrecognizable? Like my life just changed in this way. And I'm not even talking like uh materialistically or in any superficial ways. I really just mean like, when's the last time I felt different? I felt like I was a different person. I felt like I was a new person. And it seems like lately I just haven't really had that zest. I haven't felt that like that that spark, that change in my life, you know what I'm saying? And I've really been trying to look and figure out what it truly is that is making me feel as though I'm not making any progress in life. And you probably can experience the same thing when the people around you, like a lot of the people around you, the people close to you, they're looking at you and they're proud of you. But then you look at yourself and you don't really feel like you've made much progress or made much gains, or you don't feel like you don't feel like you've been doing enough. And I don't know why I feel that way. You know what I'm saying? But and it even will make me feel kind of depressed, not depressed, but I'll kind of see myself lower value. Like I don't really see myself as, that's gonna sound so weird. It sounds so weird, but you know, it's not good to see yourself as less valuable. But sometimes you got to take a look and see things for the way that they are, and see that, and just look at your own mistakes, your own flaws, and try to, your weaknesses, and try to improve them. But that doesn't mean to have low self-confidence or have low self-esteem or whatever. You always got to know that you are worthy. But I feel like recently, like not long ago, I've been surrounding myself around people who don't really see me as very worthy. They don't really see me as having much value. And I was talking to one of my friends about that, and I thought about it, and I was like, well, you know, I shouldn't be surrounding myself with people who don't really see the value in me, that don't see the shine, that don't see my bright light that I shine, you know what I'm saying? And my friend, he made this really good point about these types of people, or about people like this. The way that they're judging me, they're judging my value. So anyone who basically doesn't call me back, or they don't text me, or I'm assuming that they don't really see the value that I have, the intrinsic value. They're looking at the value on the outside, like the material success and stuff, like what I'm still working towards. But when someone isn't really contacting me like that, or they, I don't hear from them, I feel like they just don't care. You know what I mean? Because if you did care, you would contact that person and tell them what's going on, right? So I see that as, okay, well, this person just doesn't care about me enough to reach out to me. Even though you could be busy, you could have a lot going on, but I see that as this person doesn't care enough, and they don't really see me. They don't see that much value in me, or even in our relationship. And when you are judging people like that, when people are judging you off of these types of things, that means they're judging themselves off of the same metric. You know, they don't really see themselves as that valuable based on where they are. And when you look at life that way, when you live that way, you're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to feel joy in life, because you're always basing your success or your happiness or your joy or your peace or your fulfillment or whatever it is. You're always basing it off of, okay, did I get to this place? Did I get there? Like, where am I as far as how much money I'm making? How many subscribers do I have on YouTube? And you judge yourself based off of these metrics, and you know what I'm saying? You see like when you see yourself and other people with value based off of that crap, you really can't develop meaningful, long-lasting relationships. And I understand, like, for friends and all that, you have to, I got something in my eye, I feel like, but you know what I'm saying? When you have people in your life, don't get me wrong, it does have to be transactional to an extent, you know what I mean? You don't want nobody who doesn't really bring value to your life. They're not really like serving you, like they don't serve a purpose to your life, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. But on the same token, you can't, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to see the intrinsic value in people and what they bring you, and, you know what I'm saying, the things that they offer. A lot of times we don't really give people a chance. We don't really spend time around people enough to really know what they really bring to the table, because we look at all these, like, how much money did they make, or what did they do with their life, or, you know what I'm saying, how much muscle do they have, or how do they talk. We all look at these things that we judge books by its cover. We heard all the time growing up, never judge a book by its cover. Never do that. And damn it, that's what people do. They judge you based off your cover, and they don't take the time to really get to know you, because you see somebody who's dressed bummy, or they have, just because they have locks or whatever, they might be a certain skin complexion, and you're against that, or they might have a certain religion, or whatever the case may be. You could be missing out on a really cool person. You know what I'm saying? You could be missing out on a really great opportunity, but because you have this belief in your head that, oh, maybe this might not work out, or maybe this person is this way, or they might not accept me, vice versa, all of that. You be missing out on an opportunity, on a great person to be in your life, because the way you see them, you're seeing them based off of your perspective instead of seeing things for the way that they actually are. But that was a whole side tangent. But basically my point is, you know what I'm saying, I feel like, and I'm not going to surround myself around people who don't see my value, and you shouldn't either. But this is what I'm basically saying, is that I really want to take my life to the next level and change who I am, and literally be able to attract authentic, loving, bright, and positive people into my life. People that, you know what I'm saying, people that are intelligent, people that smart, they're athletic, and they're just great people, to be around. They're funny and stuff like that. I just really want to be around positive people, and I feel like, and I really have this huge desire to. I've always had this huge desire to be an entrepreneur and start my own business, and literally just take my life to the next step, like to the next level, and like make 10K a month, take 20K. Like, at heart, I'm really a businessman. So everything that I'm doing right now is, man, it's getting hot in here. I gotta turn this air on, man. But everything that I'm doing right now is literally to get me to the next step to where I need to be in life. So, these days I'm trying to wake up. At like, I was waking up at 5 a.m., but I think 5 a.m. is a little bit overdoing it. So these days I'm waking up at about like 6, 7 a.m. And as soon as I wake up, I did take a cold shower, but I noticed that ain't really the best thing for me, honestly. I probably gotta pray and meditate first and stuff. I would take a cold shower, then I go meditate, but it's a little like too much. It's a little too like, I don't know. I'm gonna try things out, but basically what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna meditate, and read a good book. Read a couple pages of a book, maybe even include the cold shower in there too. That'll kind of get you like, wake you up and get you ready for the day and all that. And really just, and the most important thing of what I'm doing is like this war mode, beast mode type thing, is where I'm gonna work on my business, I'm gonna work on myself, like I'm gonna meditate, journal, and do all that stuff every single day and try to be productive, and also do my side the stuff that I do to make money and get my bills paid. I'm gonna do all of that, make sure all of that's taken care of. So it's like, and you also got to include relaxation. I think relaxation is very vital to you to being productive, because you can't really be productive without relaxation. You can't just work and then never really take a step back to look at the world and evaluate it. That's what I'm trying to do now. So you know what I'm saying, maybe on like the weekend or whatever, like a nice day. I'm not even gonna say a certain day, because that's just a little, just whatever day. I'll take a certain day, go out in nature, and just enjoy myself, just relax, take a break from all of the tasks that I have to do. And I think one of the best things I can really even say also is the fact that I'm gonna try to stay off of social media. Like, there needs to be no social media, and like also no dating apps, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna go on dates, but it's gonna be from people I meet in person. So I think that's a lot more, and that's a nutshell in itself for a whole nother video, you know what I'm saying? But I think long story short, when you meeting people in person, you know what I'm saying, versus online, when you're meeting people in person, it's a little bit harder to, like, because you got to work up the confidence to go talk to that person and stuff. So you're actually working on your social skills, and you're feeling more comfortable with being uncomfortable. Whereas with online and dating apps and stuff, it's just convenient. There's no, there's no struggle. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is like instant gratification. So at the end of the day, I think it's just you're not gonna find true fulfillment that way, and it's not gonna be fun. I mean, it could be fun. I mean, if you make it, you can figure out a way, but this is just my personal experience or what I think about it, like in my life or whatever. So a lot of people comment on my videos, and they'll try to argue with me about how they feel like it will work or it's good, and I'm like, okay, well, it doesn't work for me, but it might work for you. I mean, there's no need to try to convince me that it will work. I mean, you can still do whatever you want, and I think that's one of the most important things about life. It's just literally doing what works best for you. So yeah, I'm literally just going beast mode. I'm going to, like, no distractions, no, and of course, like, so see, don't take this like the wrong way, because social skills is still very important. It's still very important to go out here and work on your social skills and get more comfortable with talking to people. That's like super important. That's like 80-70% of this, you know what I'm saying? So making yourself uncomfortable, exposing yourself to challenges like every single day, and you know what I'm saying, and not really like working and beast mode to the point where is toxic, and you know, I'm talking about like just living a more healthy life, you know, and optimizing your health, your testosterone, stuff like that, and going to the gym, exercising, and just becoming more attractive. That means getting better sleep, spending time with your family, gratitude, all that stuff. You know, all that stuff is very important to your overall growth as a human being. This isn't just about making money or seeing more value in yourself, like materialistically or superficially. Like, everybody online wants you to literally think. They want you to think that you need to be super rich, you got to make a fuck ton of money, and which, don't get me wrong, that's cool and all, that's cool, but you know what I'm saying, when you got people in your ear and stuff, you know what I'm saying, telling you that you got to do certain things, it brainwashes you, and you literally lose the perspective of yourself. Like, you dig what I'm saying? I'm saying, like, you got to be true to your authentic self. You got to be your authentic self. Like, so when you're on your self-improvement journey, when you're on your journey to better yourself, you can't, like, listen to what this one YouTuber is saying or what this one person is telling you to do. You got to find out what works best for you, because self-improvement is supposed to be tailored for you, tailor-made for you. You know what I'm saying? So you can, it's about what works best for you, not, and the other things that people are doing, all this other stuff that works best for them. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you just can't really focus on what people think of you. Also, I think part of this is just developing your own self-confidence and learning that, okay, like, kind of knowing what you want out of life, and knowing that it's possible to achieve, and then actually going in and putting in the work to achieve said thing. So, and that, you know, all of that literally involves your health, you know. So I think the best way, and if you're trying to work on a business, if you're trying to like get a promotion in your job, or you want to find the love of your life, you know, make new friends, whatever it is, you want to go to the gym and build muscle. I think by focusing on your health and not the exact thing directly, you know, like the business or the relationships or the gym and stuff like that. I feel like by focusing on your health, your mental health, your physical health, spirituality, and all that stuff, you will indirectly, it will indirectly benefit your business and your relationships and the gym and all that. And then you can do more so specialized training with those things. But I think for now, it's all about mindset. Mindset is the most important thing. You have to have the mindset cleared. You have to have the mindset squared away. You have to have this solid, bulletproof mindset where you're strong, confident, you're courageous, you're sure of yourself, and you know what you want, and you're working to go get it. You believe in yourself, like you love yourself. I think without that strong belief, without that strong confidence, you can't, you can have all the discipline, you can have all the motivation, or you can have all the stuff in the world, that people tell you that you need to be successful. You can have all that stuff. You can have the perfect business model. You can have loads of money in the bank or whatever, but you will never be successful until you take care of you, take care of your health, take care of what God gave you. You know what I'm saying? And that is my journey. That's my path. That's where I'm trying to go. And if you find yourself on this same exact, well, not same exact journey, because it won't be exactly the same, but if you find yourself on a similar path, a similar journey, and you can really resonate with what I'm saying, and it makes sense to you, you know what I'm saying, and you want to follow along, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Raheem the GOAT, and like I say at the end of every single video, never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.